My name is Leela and welcome to my kitchen. So this is the Chinese Ingredient of the Week series. However, instead of going over an ingredient today, I want to answer the question, does alcohol burn off when used in cooking? Now my thinking was always that it does burn off. Both my mother, my grandmother, and professional chefs I know all say that it does burn off. However, I recently was doing some research online because I wanted to know for sure, and I found that the USDA actually published a chart of nutritional content, including alcohol, in foods when they're cooked. So what they came up with is that alcohol actually does not burn off. So depending on how much you use and how high the alcohol content is on those products, there will still be some alcohol in the final dish. Now I found this interesting because like I said, I always thought that it all burned off, but it doesn't. So there will be trace amounts. So let me show you their chart that they have here. And if you look on the left-hand side, it says alcohol beverage stirred, baked, and simmered for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and so forth. And if you look all the way down the line, you'll see the percentages that still remain in the final dish. So even when you're cooking something for 2.5 hours, 5% of that still remains in the final dish, which is quite interesting to me because, as I said, everybody's always told me that it completely burns off. So what is this chart saying? Well, say I use 2 tablespoons of cooking sherry, which is the norm in most of my dishes. Now, cooking sherry only has a small percentage of alcohol in it. However, once it's cooked, a certain percentage of that percentage of alcohol will be in the final dish. So now, what does that mean? Well, I think that for the majority of us, it's fine, unless you're serving it to children that you definitely don't want to have alcohol, or if you are religious, or if you're a recovering alcoholic. It may be problematic in some of those cases. So what do I suggest? Well, I'm going to start offering some non-alcoholic alternatives. I'm also going to lessen the amount of alcohol that I cook with, because in some of my stews even, I tend to use an entire bottle of wine, which just means you're actually getting that alcohol from that wine, even though you've been cooking it for 2, say 3 hours. You're still getting some alcohol. So here are some non-alcoholic suggestions, and like I've said in the Shaoxing wine video, it does depend on the recipe. Now these are just suggestions for both Shaoxing wine and the cooking sherry. Now say for something like a bourbon, where it actually gives the dish its flavor, like in my bourbon chicken recipe, there really is no alternative to that because you're just not going to have that bourbon flavor. So it depends on both the recipe itself and the flavor that you're looking to achieve. Anyway, I hope this answers a lot of your questions. It was very surprising to me to find out this information. And if you have any additional questions, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.